magnitude of hell, it is enormous. It is big.
There's a little sample for you. Steve Emerson is back with me now. And he goes on, and you hear the same sort of jihadist calls that we hear from some of these guys. I mean, amazingly, on that Hellfire video, which is so weird and creepy, Steve, it's got a little link to his Facebook. And apparently he charges, it's like $150 if you want the series. I mean, it's, you know, it's so ridiculous and outrageous, it's almost laughable. And yet, to a young man who had already started the radicalization, it sends a very different message.
No, and he adds the flourishes of having great graphics and great music. So, and it's not just speeches that go on and on. I mean, he understands technology. So, and he understands the new generation need, this generation's need for graphics and everything. So these DVDs are very alluring just graphically, let alone the rhetoric, which becomes almost mesmerizing in the chant form where he's calling for killings. Now, again, he doesn't say kill the Prime Minister of Australia. He says kill the enemies of Islam, kill the Jews are pigs who are going to have to be killed. The Christians are infidels, they'll have to be killed. He doesn't cross the line in free speech. Most countries allow that. Australia allows it, we allow it. I mean, look, let's take an example. You're a lawyer. Somebody calls for killing the umpire in the first inning. Somebody in the ninth inning kills the umpire. Can the person in the first inning be held accountable?
No.
Well, that's like saying, well, if somebody yells jihad and say you have to carry out jihad, and somebody does carry out jihad, what's the accountability here?
Yeah.
That's the problem here in a free society.
Yeah, that's right. But the thing is, Steve, there's so much talk about, all right, he's got these Chechnyan roots. Usually they hate the Russians. If they're going to unleash hell, it's going to be on the Russians. But this guy seems to have fallen into that small faction within the Chechnyans who they're not so concerned about Russia. They think more like Al-Qaeda. It's about jihad. This cleric, he was born as a radical sheikh. He was born in Australia in the 70s of Lebanese descent, but he urged children to become soldiers defending Islam, put in their hearts the tender zeal of jihad.
Chechnya is not...